Sabrina, thanks so much. Let's get back to our extensive coverage here on Election Day. The lines started early this morning, well before the polls actually officially opened at 7 o'clock. We've been out all morning long talking with voters at the polls here in Oklahoma. We were also there as Governor Kevin Stitt casted his ballot. This is him at Lee E. Cooper Jr. Life Center in Oklahoma City. Right after casting his vote, he stepped outside, spoke with the media, and encouraged all Oklahomans to get out today and do their civic duty. Also, look at this. Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt, he got his vote in already today, posted this picture and said, in the last general election, Oklahoma City's three main counties actually accounted for 32% of all of the votes across the entire state of Oklahoma. He also encouraging people to get out and vote. Before you do that, we have some important reminders for what you need to bring to the poll, as KOCO's Audrey Goodson reports, also what you need to wear if you're heading out to vote.
That's right. The polls here in Oklahoma have been open for around 4 hours now, and you all can vote on who you would like to be the next president of the United States, as well as several other key issues right here in Oklahoma.
Well, it's a great feeling, you feel like you're involved. It makes you just feel better that you have a say.
Here in Oklahoma, you do need an ID to vote. There's 3 ways you can do this: through a photo ID, a county election board voter card, or an affidavit with a provisional ballot. Now, if you still need to figure out where your polling place is, we've made that easy for you by putting a link to the Oklahoma voter portal in our election guide on KOCO.com. That's also where you can go to find a sample ballot. And remember, there's an Oklahoma law saying you can't wear or carry any clothing or items that support either candidate to the polls. Polls will be open until 7 o'clock tonight, and KOCO will be here to bring you everything you need to know. In Oklahoma City, Audrey Goodson, KOCO 5 News.
Audrey, thank you. Some important decisions to make on the ballot today, beyond, of course, just the vote for president. Ballots have also going to have races for United States reps, state senators, and state representatives. There's also, of course, the race for Oklahoma County Sheriff and a question to retain 3 state Supreme Court justices, along with 2 other state questions. We want to better explain State Question 833 this morning. If approved, it allows cities in Oklahoma to establish a public infrastructure district through a special tax fund that uses property taxes to develop a specific area. All of the property owners in that tax district would then sign a petition, and it would go in front of City Council for a vote. That's going to be on the ballot. So is State Question 834. If approved, it would make an amendment to the state constitution. It would change the wording from all American citizens can vote in state elections to only American citizens can vote in state elections. That change would show up in the state constitution. Under current state law, it's a felony for non-citizens to register to vote here in Oklahoma. 11:05 is the time. We're still committed to getting you ready for the election today. We've interviewed dozens of candidates so that you can make the right choice when you step out to cast your ballot. This morning, our focus on the state Senate race in District 87 that covers parts of northwest Oklahoma City. We talked with both candidates about why they think they're the right fit for the district.
I think that I am a fiscal conservative. I've worked 55 years in the private sector. I'm a limited government guy. I pledge not to take any money from lobbyists. My opponent has taken a lot of money from lobbyists and taken expensive dinners from lobbyists. So I think that I'm in a better position to actually represent the voters than my opponent.
22 years ago, I have advocated at the Capitol for adults and kids with disability. And then 2 years, I became a legislator and am continuing to advocate for those families who have a child with a disability and self-advocates. By being up there and having an understanding about agencies and how we serve people has helped across the aisle, working together, talking about policy, and putting people and their needs before other things has been what I've done up there. There's a lot more work to do.
You can hear these candidates on several other issues, or also hear from the candidates where you live right now on KOCO.com. Just click on Commitment 2024. Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin also speaking before Election Day. He was on CNN talking about his confidence in former President Donald Trump to get the win. He says the focus right now is on the economy and the border.
If it doesn't turn out the way we want it to, we'll deal with that at the time, but right now that's not even an option. There's no plan B, it's only plan A, and the plan A is to win and bring back the country.
Yeah, he says Republican supporters aren't thinking about what ifs right now. They're just focused on getting the win. And today, the presidential candidates will head to their own watch parties as they watch the results start to flood in. ABC's Christian Cordero has more on where they're going to be later today.
Her campaign was a sprint from the start, launching 107 days ago, courting voters on a trail that ended overnight on top of the Rocky Steps in Philadelphia.
And here at these famous steps, a tribute to those who start as the underdog and climb to victory.
Vice President Kamala Harris was joined by star power throughout her final day on the campaign trail.
We are voting for values and integrity. We are voting for the right to choose what happens to our own bodies.
She spent months drawing a stark contrast between herself and former President Donald Trump, then spent the final 2 days avoiding Trump by name, her campaign says, to end on a positive note.
Our campaign has tapped into the ambitions, the aspirations, and the dreams of the American people. And we know it is time for a new generation of leadership in America.
Trump's campaign has tried to steer focus towards issues related to the economy and immigration.
Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? And I've asked that question so many times that I've never had one hand go up for the other.
But in recent weeks, his message has grown darker. His latest target, while rallying on the eve of Election Day in battleground Michigan, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
She's an evil, sick, crazy bitch.
Oh, no.
It starts with a B, but I won't say it.
Some Republican leaders have warned Trump's rhetoric could turn women voters away, while former Fox News host Megyn Kelly, who Trump viciously attacked during the 2016 campaign, shared her endorsement, echoing what Trump has said that he will protect women, quote, whether they like it or not.
He will be a protector of women, and it's why I'm voting for him.
And get this, the first results are already in. Dixville Notch, New Hampshire has a tradition of voting in person at midnight, all 6 of their registered voters. That's 4 Republicans and 2 undeclared. The results between Harris and Trump ended with a tie, 3-3. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
And right now, you can find our election guide on KOCO.com. You'll be ready to know what's going to be on the ballot before you show up to cast your vote. Big day today. Make sure you check KOCO.com. Our election guide has everything you need to know before you step outside the door.